Hello everybody, good afternoon. Welcome to our webinar online. Before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Nisrina Al Hanin and I'm going to be your moderator this time. It's such a big pleasure for me to guide this webinar. Let me present to you our presenter today, Gabriella Maura. She is an undergraduate student of English Language and Literature in State University of Malang. For the topic of our webinar today is Developing Academic Literacy Through Self-Regulated Online Learning. It is a paper written by Emmaline Lear, Linda Lee, and Prentice from University of Canberra, Australia. The findings from this study have implications for supporting the transition of first-year students to university by developing essential academic skills through independent online learning. For Gabriella Maura, the time is yours.
Thank you for the time that given to me. I will start the discussion now. The first year of university is a crucial time for all students, as it requires the development of new ways of thinking, learning, and communicating. Students can take a long time to adjust to life as a university student, and a significant percentage drop out during the first year, making the first year a high-risk period and a crucial time for attention. It is therefore important for all students to develop effective study skills and engage academically during their first year of study. SRL, what is it? So, SRL is self-regulated learning. Self-regulated learning refers to one's ability to understand and control one's learning environment. Self-regulated abilities include goal setting, self-monitoring, and self-reinforcement. Self-regulated learning is an active, constructive process whereby learners set goals for their learning and then attempt to monitor, regulate, and control their cognition, motivation, and behavior, guided and constrained by their goals and the contextual features in the environment. SRL focuses on the independence of the individual learner. That is, SRL stresses the importance of learners assuming personal responsibility for the development of knowledge and skill and being active participants in the learning process to become master of their own learning. So this is three main aims of the SRL project. The first is to examine the SRL experience of first-year international student. The second is to assess the value of using an online program to develop the English language and academic literacy of international students for effective participation in disciplinary studies. The third is to explore effective ways in which online tools can be used to support student learning. Three-stage cyclic process for academic learning. The first is the photo phase. This phase preset the actual performance, set the stakes for action, maps out the tasks to minimize the unknown, and help to develop a positive mindset. Realistic expectation can make the task more appealing. Goals must be set as a specific outcomes, arranged in order from short-term to long-term. The second is the performance phase. In the second phase, involve processes during learning and the active attempt to utilize specific strategies to help a student become more successful. The last is the self-reflection phase. This phase involves reflection after the perform, a self-evaluation of outcome compared to goals. Self-directed learning. Self-directed learning is a concept that came out of the humanistic tradition of adult education in the second half of the 20th century. One of the first research on the topic, the Canadian scholar Alan Tuck viewed self-directed learning largely as an expression of human personal agency. He said that men, according to this view, can be active, energetic, free, and aware. He often chooses his goals, direction, and behavior. He is not always pushed and pulled by his environment and by unconscious inner force. Self-directed learning is a key factor to be considered in the online program design process and can be embedded into the design of content, learning tasks, and activities. Online learning provides a flexible space by bridging the same place gap that traditional learning creates, allowing greater access and flexibility for students. E-learning programs can assist this process if they incorporate effective pedagogy, including personalized learning paths that integrate interactive nonlinear access to information to self-directed learning in online communication environment. Online education can be used as interactive and communicative process whereby students share ideas and co-construct knowledge. Conclusion. The flexibility and accessibility of online learning provides an alternative approach for learning support. The online learning environment offers a space for students to engage in ongoing independent learning from the outset and throughout their students. Online programs can also provide flexible learning support for international students to develop academic skills in English. Factors such as motivation, goal setting, and planning, which are key factors contributing to the success of online learning. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation, Ms. Gabriella. So this is the end of our webinar. If you have any questions or comment, you can write it in the comment section below and we will answer it in the next video. Thank you and see you.